In a universe that exists for long enough, statistical mechanics predicts that certain events will occur simply by chance, given sufficient time. A single hydrogen atom forming in empty space. A complex molecule assembling spontaneously from nothing. Given infinite time, increasingly improbable configurations become not just possible, but inevitable. This includes, in principle, the spontaneous assembly of a functioning human brain, complete with false memories, sensory experiences, and a fully formed sense of continuous existence, arising from random quantum fluctuations in otherwise empty space. This is called a Boltzmann brain, named after the physicist Ludwig Boltzmann, who in the 19th century was grappling with the problem of why the universe began in a low entropy state. His reasoning led to a disturbing implication. In a sufficiently old universe, rare fluctuations become commonplace. It is not a thought experiment designed to be dismissed. It is a genuine unresolved problem in modern cosmology that physicists have worked on seriously for decades without a widely accepted solution. The standard model of cosmology, which includes a cosmological constant driving eternal expansion, is precisely the type of theory most vulnerable to this problem. In a universe undergoing eternal expansion, the volume of space grows without limit. Over timescales that dwarf the current age of the universe by factors that cannot be meaningfully written down, quantum fluctuations will assemble every possible configuration of matter, including configurations that happen to be conscious observers. For every brain that formed through 14 billion years of cosmic evolution, stellar nucleosynthesis, planetary formation, and biological development, an incomprehensibly larger number of structurally identical brains will eventually assemble spontaneously from thermal noise. The ratio of Boltzmann brains to ordinary observers in an eternal universe is not merely large. It is infinite in a way that makes the existence of any naturally evolved observer statistically negligible. Each Boltzmann brain will believe it evolved normally. Each will have detailed memories of a childhood, a planet, a history, a continuous life up to this moment. None of those memories need correspond to anything that actually happened. The problem is not simply that such brains might exist somewhere in the far future. The problem is that if they dominate the population of observers in the universe, then any given observer is overwhelmingly likely to be one. The memories you have of reading this sentence, of a world that existed before this moment, of an entire life that preceded it, none of that requires a real history. A Boltzmann brain that fluctuated into existence 1 second ago, with no real history behind it, would have exactly those memories. It would feel exactly like this. Cosmologists take this seriously because it is a hard constraint on viable models of the universe. Any cosmological theory that predicts an eternal universe dominated by Boltzmann brains is considered broken. Not because the brains are impossible, but because such a theory predicts that almost no observer within it evolved naturally. There is no confirmed resolution yet. The universe you remember may not be the universe that produced you.